YFM is back again. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to big homie Wayne. You go
All
ahead.
right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. So yeah, man, this is the topic I've been thinking about, man, is Phyllis and I, we just got done doing our top five for the year, top five albums, top five songs, top five movies, top five events, and one of his top five albums was Conway the Machine. Is it God Don't Make Mistakes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
God
And
don't make mistakes.
and I was listening to that, man, because I really do like Griselda, man. So I was listening to it, and the second track on there, I think it was called Tear Gas, and he
Yes, it
had
is.
he had Lil Wayne and Rick Ross on there. Now Rick Ross always has like a mellow flow, and I always Rick Ross is like Drake to me. You always want to hear what they have to say, like they're always gonna say something clever and cool, But Lil Wayne, on the other hand, I don't know what the hell he was talking about. And so my point is this: Lil Wayne, I believe, hasn't made a great album since maybe the Carter 3. If you mixtapes aside, so like the Carter 5, the Funeral album, everything that he's made has been garbage to me, and I feel like Lil Wayne is losing it. But I also feel the same way about Eminem, like Eminem. Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time, if you ask me. But I also feel like he's losing it as well, losing his talent, using his skill, losing his skill, excuse me. And I say that because they're so focused on rapping fast than like being clever like they used to be, and I don't think they know how to be clever anymore. I think like all that has gone and passed, and so now I think like you have Eminem doing the rap god and and you're like, yo, that's dope and all, it's cool, like you're a great fast rapper, but I mean this isn't like back when he made like Square Dance, or back when he made Till I Collapse, Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and Demi. But he doesn't have that anymore. Like he's trying to do punchlines like everybody else, and I think like it's a little corny coming from him. But especially like with Lil Wayne, I think Lil Wayne has lost it a long time ago. I think he shouldn't be on anybody's lists anymore. But I still respect him and love his everything that he's done. But like in this song Tear Gas, it's just like, and I'm gonna fit my mind, I'm skipping beat, but I'm like, all right, we get it. You know how to rhyme hood with good. We get it, man. But I feel like they're resting on their laurels. So for everyone listening, do you feel like the rappers are resting on their laurels, or do you feel like maybe they're just losing their skill a little bit, or maybe I'm the one that's tripping? But Fearless, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think? Do you think that some rappers rest on their laurels, like once you get in a certain space, a certain area, or do you think that I'm tripping?
I think that certain rappers lose touch with what's popular, and sometimes it's really, really hard to sit there and want to have the best verse and write the best verse when you're doing songs with people, certainly after you're accomplished. So maybe that is resting on your laurels. Mm-hmm. So for example, Lil Wayne has been rapping since 97, right? It's 2023. This dude has said stuff. I saw an interview where they have read his lines back about him talking about if you're gonna, you better practice safe sex, you better wear latex, because if you don't, you could end up getting I'm that latex.
Right.
I'm latex,
Okay.
excuse me. Sorry. So he said it 100 times better than I did. He didn't even know he had said that. He forgot all about that. That's like one of his like 20 best bars. So after spitting so many rhymes, after doing this for so long, I think you do get to the point where it's like, it doesn't matter if it's Conway the Machine or fucking Rick Ross or Drake, Jay-Z. He's rapped with everyone that's elite. Eminem, you could just be like, man, this is just another day at the office. It's just like another work day. So I think that that's where it comes from. I think it's really hard to get up for the moment every time, certainly after you don't bust everyone's ass and you've been considered at one point to be the best rapper ever. And Wayne is on retirement time. Eminem, I mean, they still making albums, but he is on retirement time. So you have, if you are lucky enough to have that time where you are the best rapper alive and people consider you that is such a blessing. It's such a miracle that people consider you after all the niggas that rap that you are the best. I feel like you always going to be that, but you will never have good songs forever. Dolly Parton has been around since we was before.
That's
we
a little
born.
different. That's a little different.
I
That's
know,
a little different.
but my point makes sense. She writes 10 songs a day per what she says. She don't be writing hits like that no more. It's a different time versus
it's a different style of writing too, though, man. You're writing like she's a singer. She can write, ballads.
Songs,
it's a little
a catchy hook is a catchy hook.
Right, but when you're a rapper, like you gotta be clever a full 16 bars, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta every verse needs to be like, yo, I'm the best and I'm gonna prove it. And
it's not
Lil Wayne, I don't feel
like
like it's
that.
doing it. And I understand
does
that.
it after that? Who does it after a certain point? Like, would you say that on Drake's last album that he did with 21 Savage?
Jay-Z still does it. I think Jay-Z still does it.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Jay-Z's
Nas
also
still
had
does it.
some poop verses too. You know that. Jay-Z definitely had some stinkers.
Right, I understand that he's had some bad verses, but not like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has consistently had bad verses for a while now, and you're putting it on him rapping for a long time. Like Jay-Z been rapping since he was like 15, 16 too, man, and he's like 51, 52 years old. Yeah, he did have some bad 16 bars, but all in all, it's been great. Like Lil Wayne, I think like he's had some great mixtape, a couple of great albums. If you want to put him in your top 5, then cool, but I don't feel like. I feel like he's had worse bars in the past 5-6 years, the past 3 or 4 albums, and Jay-Z just hasn't. You know what I mean? And I feel like J. Cole, Nas hasn't. I haven't heard anything crazy bad by Nas in a very long time. And that nigga put out 6 albums in the past 2 or 3 years, man.
I feel like Nas had, during his 30s, he had some of his worst albums in the world. So, So he got it out of his system. I wouldn't say he got it out of the system, but his shit is different. You know what I'm saying? He used to pick terrible beats. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. It's hard to write a song when you pick shitty beats. You know what I mean? Like, I remember he had a song where he was rapping like a private detective. It was like, I think it was called Your Sherry or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that was on the Hip Hop Is Dead album. No,
Hip Hop Is Dead.
Yeah.
And I felt where he was coming from. I felt where he was coming from, but at the same time, execution is a big part of it. So my point is, it's real simple.
Come on, man. That's again isolated example, isolated incident.
I got another
man.
example.
Damn.
We were just talking about it. Redman and Batman and Robin. And these
with Eminem,
both on their prime. I would say, unless I'm wrong, right?
Yes, that was his second album. That like he had to come correct. That was 50 Cent's second album. That was on a Massacre, so he had to come correct on that one. It was
the Massacre.
I did not like
bad album. Do you remember Piggy
so too,
Bank?
Man. Clickety, clank,
clank,
clickety,
clickety,
clank. Like, nigga, come on,
I get
man.
at you, boy. I was just like,
I'm like,
what happened? What happened?
See, and that's another topic. Yo, I'm so glad you brought that up. We gonna talk about this soon too, because I have it written down, man. I forgot. One of the topics is 50 really legendary? Because he had, to me, 50 Cent only had one good album, and that was Get Rich. I don't care about the mixtapes or anything else. He had one good album. Every album he made after that was garbage.
So his first album doesn't count. His first album doesn't count.
Mixtape, The Power of the Dollar, or some shit like that.
No, that was not his first album. His first album, he was actually signed, I think, to Tommy Boy.
Oh no,
his
hell
first
yeah, that
album
don't
was
count,
called
man.
Guess Who's Back, because that was really considered an album, and it was on the billboards. Now, I'm not saying Guess Who's Back has anything to do with Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying is a totally different album, but I hope I get to talk to 50 Cent about what the fuck happened, because how can you make a classic like that and then make that album?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like, that's why I always say, that's why Kendrick Lamar made a P-Funk album after his first album, because he knew that they was going to be like that sophomore slump technically, and that was like his third album, honestly, because TDE only bring out albums, they don't bring out mixtapes, but whatever. But Kendrick, that's why he brought out a P-Funk album, because you can't go wrong with doing something that's totally different. You can't. Mm-hmm. It's always going to be like, oh, okay, this is different, I didn't think it. And people are going to be like, oh, this is different, instead of being like, this is trash. And it took you a while to get into How to Pimp a Butterfly. It took you a minute to be like,
not me.
Well,
not me.
Most people it did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most people it did. but you like jazz and shit, so you able to listen to more like actual instrumentation and shit. You like that shit. You know what I'm saying? You listen to, Good Kid, Mad City. That whole album's like literally like a boom bap album. You know what I mean? Like another classic. But my point is this: everyone has stinkers. Everyone has a fucked up verse.
But how long does a stinker go for? And again,
that's my
man,
point.
You're saying that like Jay-Z.
Let me make my point. Let me make my point about Wayne.
Okay.
Let me make my point about Wayne. Lil Wayne is not a person that I would ever consider having the traditional classic album. Lil Wayne was nice because he had the best bars in his time. Bars are fleeting. Song concepts are easy to repeat. That's why Hove can bring out a 444 introspective album when we all know he's going through shit, right? That album was not full of bars. It was full of deep songs.
Which is bars.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I think you're getting bars mixed up with
I'm talking about punchlines. I'm talking about
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Bars is what when I say bars, I mean like punchlines. Because you be like, oh shit, nigga, that's a bar. It's either a punchline or a metaphor, or it could be something real like slick. Hove wasn't doing that on 444. It was a lot deeper than that. He had bars in there, don't get me wrong, but it was deeper. It was like, this is me. I'm exposing myself. I'm removing all the Rockaware and the diamond and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When the fuck has Wayne really done that? Never.
That's true.
That's not who he is. He is and like, I'm not trying to be ignorant, but like, how many songs does Wayne have that's like played a lot? Lick My Lollipop,
None.
6 foot, 7 foot, right? That's a banger.
Yeah.
A Millie, I know, but like you'll still catch it at a club, maybe on a Friday night street banger. Friday night when you driving in the car trying to get home, they'll play a Millie or some shit like that, and those are banging ass tracks. But my point is, or Go DJ and all that type of shit, those are good songs. But none of those songs is like really like deep. And I don't know, he's made a lot of deep songs where he can rest his laurel on making a concept. Like this song is based off a concept. He has some, but it's not like Hove, it's not like Eminem. Eminem made a whole album, Kamikaze, based off of what people said on Twitter and Instagram. That's smart. That's venting. That's something different. Lil Wayne's never done that. He's always done, I'm gonna make a song, 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 and then I'm gonna put on an album. And there you go, here it go.
Drake, just like Drake does.
Well, I would say that Drake is a tad bit better than him at that. But right now, that's Drake. That's exactly how Drake is. Because Drake don't make like concept albums or makes like he has in the past where it'll be like, but it'll be basic concepts. This bitch broke my heart. This bitch fucked my nigga. Like it's the same story. I'm so rich I can't get no private time. You know what I mean? That's Drake now. But my point is that Lil Wayne has never, ever, ever been anything else besides a metaphor rapper or a bar rapper. So us expecting anything different is weird. And that is the only thing about a rapper, Wayne, that can deteriorate easily. And that's the reason why you see him rapping this way. And that's why you see Eminem rapping real fast, because those bars, those punchlines are gone.
Right.
They fade.
Right.
They fade.
That's what
because
I
your
thought
mind doesn't think of them that quick. So I want to read this verse from Tear Gas from Lil Wayne.
Okay, let's go.
All right. I'm not going to read it like he rapping it, but I'm going to try. All right. Yeah. I got the bag and another bag. Yeah. I just got a bag and another bag. Yeah. Now I'm in my bag and I bet them niggas petrified. Too terrified to testify. You get traumatized. That's death defying. Dissect the guy. Body parts to be can't be specified. Set on fire. By his dental work, he gets identified. His bitch is gonna come and verify. The revolution will be televised. I'm about to binge watch. Fuck her on Zoom and let her friends watch. That's the free dope. No cap. No syringe tap. No syringe top. Killing pussy. The dick need teardrops. Tell the ops send a pin drop. I'll be there in 10 tops. Clips full like an inbox. Shoot you in your AirPods. I like to thank my plug at this time. I can't forget Slime. That's a thin line. It's Wheezy and Kind. Catch us on the incline. Up in the air so high. Sometimes my throne feel like a wheelchair. I'm half dead as it is. Flag res as it is. Bad breaks on my temper. Don't add weight to my temple. Them bitches, they follow me like a drag race. Start your engine. Say you're in your bag, nigga. Your bag's smaller fitting. Nigga scared of me. I'm cooking them. Who wants some chicken? Water. Now.
So let me say this. That sounds a lot better coming from you than it did Lil Wayne rapping it, you know.
Probably
because I heard more of what he was saying.
Yeah, what you were saying, yeah.
Right.
Because he either said it, he was saying it too fast and it was too skewed. But bars like tell the ops to send a pin drop. I'll be there in 10 tops. Clip full like an inbox. Shoot you in your AirPods. I'd like to thank my plug at this time. I can't forget Slime. That's a thin line. It's Wheezy and Con. Catch us on the incline. Up in the air. Thin air so high. Sometimes my throne feels like a wheelchair. I'm half dead as it is. Flag res as it is. Like, that is stupid.
It's great.
Like,
it is good.
That is stupid.
Good.
But
let me
you said it perfect. The delivery was poop. Sometimes flow is way more important than just rapping.
And you know, sometimes it's not even trying to find like a deep word to rhyme with something else, like something clever that somebody's never ever thought of. You can rhyme like me with 3, but it's all about what you put in between it. Like, what story are you telling between it? You know, because if you're saying like, I'm not buying it with my AirPods, my slime and my line, and it's just like, nigga, I just heard trash. Slime and line. It's like just discombobulated or just jumped.
And I hated the way he started it. But you gotta remember too, Wayne, this nigga freestyling.
Yeah,
and I got proof.
Still, like, but go back. Like, don't you listen to it though? And on top of that, though, man, you're gonna be on a Griselda album. Don't you want to come at your best? Yo, Eminem hasn't been on. Listen, Eminem hasn't even done a Griselda album, and I think Benny is signed to him, right? What song?
Yeah, he has. He
song?
did.
I always thought he was afraid to get on there.
It's called Bang. Eminem and Conway the Machine.
Damn, I never heard of that.
Now, if you don't mind, let me let you hear Eminem's verse on that.
Oh man, shit. Is it garbage?
Look, no, I'm gonna read it to you. All right, so okay. I used to be a man of the people, hit the club and mingle. What's up? Used to dream one day I'd be fucking pink like a flamingo. You know, pink. That was back when I smoked cannabis. Man, look. That was back when I smoked cannabis. Man, but it was tough. Cause I was a fan of his, so it sucked to hand him his ass. But yeah, looking back on my feuds, how me and Ja Rule almost got cool cause we shot pool back in 01. Was it 02? I don't know. But something told me fuck it not to. Then he got stuck in high school. I shoved the Oscar up his wazoo. Right. Yeah. But I think of the rappers I slayed and buried like every night. In every career I might have killed. Sometimes I pray and I wonder if there's a heaven for a G. And if so, is a sanctuary nice? Studios for rap like Coolio shooting craps at Gangsta's Paradise. I mean, and it goes on for a long time, but just me saying those things, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
And but the thing I would say is that Conway's verse was kind of garbage too.
Really? So now my thing is, now I gotta go back and listen to the song and see if it sounds differently.
Than me saying it, because I'm not
Not his delivery. Do you remember his delivery in the song? Is he doing like that?
It was kind of similar to that. Yeah. No, he was rapping slow like me.
Okay.
He was rapping slow, but then he does. He says a few things. He's like,
because he does that. Because he had a song with Logic that came out, I think, earlier last year, because it's 2023.
I do like that song with Logic.
But he started off kind of dope, and then he just went rapping fast again.
Rapping 100 times fast. Yep.
Like you was doing good, bro. What's the point? What's going on? So I don't know. It's just that, I guess he knows that we can go back and listen to the Eminem show and know that he's not to be fucked with. And Lil Wayne knows that, for me at least, that I can go back and listen to the Carter 1, 2, or 3 and be like, yeah, this nigga was great.
Yep. And that's kind of, it's sad to say, but it's the truth, man. And my biggest thing is like, you are right. Bars, verses, it just deteriorates, man. And hip hop is the only genre where the older you get, the more relevant you are. You might keep your core fan base, but even those motherfuckers might slide off. Because it's based off of popularity more than it is based off of skill. Right. Because like if it was based off of skill, Murder Mook and motherfucking all of the battle rapper niggas would be like multi-platinum selling rappers. Right. But they not, and they can out rap everybody you know that has ever picked up a mic that's signed to a record label. They'll destroy them. The only nigga that might be the exception is M and Busta Rhymes because they came in battling niggas. Maybe DMX again came in battling too.
Busta, I don't think Busta has it anymore, man.
Well, yeah, I think that Buster is in his fucking late 50s. It's like, you know, it's kind of hard,
bro.
But like, it's just like, and Buster's not a punchline rapper like that. Buster is like, you know, a album guy.
See, like when I think of bars, I think of, you know, clever rhymes, you know, not necessarily punchlines. So when I say like Busta Rhymes, he's bars, I don't mean like punchlines. Punchlines is punchlines to me, but yeah, I think that Busta is bars, but not recently.
Yeah, man, I just feel like it's something that does fade away over time easily. And I think that's probably why, like, we are the only genre where the older you are, the less people listen to you. And it's because it's not based off of like singing, which is like, you can always get somebody to write a song for you. You feel me? In hip hop, they don't like that shit. It's not condoned. So you can get that popular artist that's just writing hit songs. Like, imagine if Jack Harlow wrote a hook for Busta Rhymes. And then Busta Rhymes spit like the hook and it was catchy and cool. But Jack Harlow wrote it and we found out.
Yeah.
Even if he wrote the verses.
It would be just because it's Jack Harlow. Because even I think about it too. I think about, for another example, Snoop Dogg. When he made, I think it was the Blue Carpet Treatment.
Yeah.
That album was specifically written for him by other people. He got a collective of writers together, hip hop rappers, and they created that album. He said, I've been writing for myself and other people for years. I just wanted to do something different and have other people write for me. That one album was everybody else writing for him. We all know Dr. Dre don't write for himself, man. We've heard T.I. on the track for him and all types of shit, you know? But I think that if it were anybody else that we, like, I guess, loved or respected, if it were Drake that had written for him, we'd be okay with it. But it would just be Jack Harlow that's the problem, because he's just like this white kid, and you wouldn't expect, you know, Busta to go to Jack Harlow and be like, yo, let me get a hook.
I was saying Jack Harlow because he does write for a ton of people. You know what I'm saying? But it could be anybody. You know what I mean? It could be any rapper that like has somewhat of a style that could be comparable to Busta. You know what I'm saying? Like Jack writes for a lot of people. So being able to do that, I'm just saying, I think that it's just over at a certain point where you making hit songs. So Lil Wayne jumping on this song with Griselda makes the most sense because they don't make hits. They make like actual underground hip hop type tracks. And that verse was dope, but the delivery is always what fucks up everything. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, bro. I just feel like, but when you listen to that Eminem verse, man, you can tell that shit is trash. I'm sorry, that verse was garbage. And that's fucked up. But our legends, it deteriorates, bro. It just deteriorates, man. Writing 16 bars is hard after a while.
It is. It is. I think I really got to hear that Eminem song, man, because before I say that shit is whack. And I know he said he's done a lot of whack shit recently. But yeah, I think he's just kind of resting on that, like, that Slim Shady thing where he's like a goofy rapper. I could say some wild and crazy shit, but it just doesn't fly like it used to, you know?
Yeah, the fact that he's talking about Pink and talking about cannabis and put it in his ass butt, like, what the fuck? Like, why are you talking about that on a song with Conway? Like, you could have easily talked about what you really are known for. Like, you know, not being like wild and outrageous, but kind of how you was on Renegade. Like, like Renegade was
He can't
telling like
anymore,
a
man.
true. I know, man, but like he can, because I just heard him do it on Kamikaze 100 times.
Yeah, but that was like, man, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm just saying,
because
Wayne,
even that
like,
was like a few years ago, and I don't fucking know, man.
wasn't that fucking long ago, man. Kamikaze was the best. I think that's his third best album.
Nah, maybe it was fourth or something. For me, it's Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers LP. No, yeah, that may be his third best.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe you're
You
right.
know, you still ain't nothing. Still, it's like, I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world.
See, we can't do that anymore, Eminem. Like that was the early Eminem, man. Let's
That's
finish
my
this up.
shit. I fucking love that shit. That was one of my favorite songs ever. Like, that's a good story. So I give you an example of a few more, then we can get on up out of here. Ludacris,
Please.
he had that drop off just out of nowhere. Bars fell off, having too many ad libs in his verses, worrying too much about punchlines. I remember when he said, "Please get off the TIP of my dick." Like,
Yeah.
oof, like that was an ill ass line for T.I. Like, so, like, you know, that made T.I. changed his name after that. Remember that? T.I. used to go by
No.
Tip, and then he changed it to T.I.
Yeah, but he changed his name. No, that was on some record company shit though, man.
I'm pretty sure, but he did change it though, so it's always gonna be associated with it. I don't give a fuck, nigga. His name was Tip until after I heard that, and I was like, "Oh, this nigga changed his name. He got his ass." But you know, you see, that's another example. T.I. that falling off. Jeezy's still making music. I listened to a few of it. Not hitting the same. It's not the same.
Nope, it's not.
You know what I mean? Rick Ross is still dope, but it's like his albums ain't hitting the same. I remember when Rick Ross would drop, niggas would drop everything and listen to that whole fucking album, because you know it's
He needs to go back to that formula. He needs to go back to that formula. Just 10 or 12 songs. 10 or 12
It's
songs,
not
less
that
than an
hard.
hour.
He
and
know
he'd
what
be
he
great.
doing. Yeah, he know what he doing. He know what he doing. So Meek Mills is younger than all of these cats, but he don't get the same buzz like he used to. Just being honest, like a lot of even like motherfucking Lil Baby falling off. It's over.
I don't listen to it
Yeah,
anyways.
Lil Baby, his last album was Yak. That's it. That same consistent flow and all that bullshit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. It's old. No one wants to hear it no more, bro. Even the Migos. Remember when they broke up? I love Offset, but niggas don't be checking for him like that. I'm just saying, bro, like, and that's just rappers that's not even punchlines or bar driven. So then you start to get deep into it. The only ones that could really last until they get older is like the legends. And that is like Nas. That is like Hove. It is a very small amount of cats, man. That's like MF Doom. You know what I'm saying? Like MF Doom could drop it out if he was still alive. Rest in peace to the guy. But if he's alive, he could drop an album today and that shit would sell records because it's Doom. And he be saying whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like Danny Brown, Action Bronson. Like, the older they get, their bars are still there because they're not based off of making hit songs. Like Smoke DZA. Like, these niggas just rap. Like Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? Raekwon. Like niggas that really like do this. It's not really them focus on making like hit songs. It's just them just being like the best. Like, we still would listen to a Jadakiss album or like a Lox album. You know what I'm saying? Styles P still gets busy with it. So it's just certain ones. So that's the reason why I think you feel that, Wayne, is that Lil Wayne thing. I think you feel it because it's just different. It's just a different style, different skill.
Okay.
2 Chainz another one too that kind of getting on my nerves, falling off. And he ain't rapping fast. He just fell off. Like, his bars ain't there no more. The verses ain't there no more.
I don't know, man. I thought Chainz was all right, man. I thought I was about to put Chainz up on the level of kind of on that whole Nas level when he starts the storytelling aspect. You know, when he gets to telling the stories about his life and how he came up playing basketball and went to jail.
Listen
and
to
shit
his
like
albums.
that, you know.
Listen to his albums. When you listen to his albums, you can see like the verses ain't the way they used to be. The bars ain't where they used to be. Now, can he still come on like a song with me and like destroy it? Yeah, I mean, but when it comes to doing a 13-track album, how many of those verses do you have? Are you trying to keep up with the young trapper niggas? Or are you trying to rap like I rap? It's different. See, because you rap like a nigga like me, I can do this forever. Certainly shit like, Kobayashi, because it's who I am truly. But I can't do an album like Five forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it just fades out over time. The music changes. And, it does disappear, man, after a while. Like LL Cool J used to be the baddest nigga on the planet.
Yeah, real. For real.
You know what I mean?
But that nigga on a verse. Back like in the early 2000s though, man, he stayed afloat with that ABC rap. You know what I mean? He been did his thing, man.
I think it was more like
made songs for the ladies. He made songs for the ladies, man. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he still had probably the most, 2 best lady songs ever.
Who's 2?
I guess you would say I Need Love. They don't really play it no more, but I Need Love was like a beautiful song. But doing it well, that shit is one of the best songs I've ever heard.
So yes, not like I don't know. It depends on what type of girl you ask if that song will be like the top 2. You know what I mean? Because I think like it might be them Jennifer Lopez songs that he made. Because I know a lot of girls love them songs, man.
What Jennifer Lopez songs?
When he's like, "Pride is all I have, baby girl. I'm what you had."
Well, like, that is a good one.
Yeah. Right.
One too. Yeah, that is a good one.
Don't make decisions while you mad. Like that nigga was acting in that rap. Like, don't make decisions while you. Oh shit. See, don't make decisions while you mad. See, I knocked over the. Like, yo, man. But what was the other one you said? Doing it. I think like if you ask the chick from Yonkers or some shit, then. Maybe.
That'd be her shit, but
I mean, yeah.
What about pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed?
Nah, people don't even know. Listen. This is yo. I'm writing this down right now. This is something else that I want to say. That album was it 13 shots to the dome, 14 shots to the dome?
So yeah, I think it was 14 shots.
That was his best album. That was LL Cool J's best, better than what was the albums back? Radio and all them shits.
Yeah, Radio.
That was his best album because that shit was his To Pimp a Butterfly to me. His best album. So but to answer your question, no, pink cookies getting crushed by buildings and shit like that. No, man, no. People don't even know that shit like that.
That's my shit.
That shit is weird, man.
That shit was a hell of niggas didn't know what it meant.
About, man?
I didn't know what it meant. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga? I mean, it came out when I was a baby, like. We was young, like what, 7, nigga, when that shit hit? We ain't know what the fuck you talking about.
I heard that he had written that while he was high on smoking weed and shit, and that's some shit that he had said. I'm like, bro, I don't know what weed you were smoking, but you weren't doing just weed, bro. That wasn't just weed.
Crack. That was a crack time. That's when he was on that crack, getting robbed by the real 50 Cent. The actual real nigga that was actually 50 Cent, not the rapper. Yeah. The real gangster named 50 Cent, where 50 Cent actually got his name from. He got robbed for his chain, his big Dookie Roll chain that he used to have. He got robbed from that. Yeah. And 50 Cent used to carry a 38 and a 45. Yep. He used to rob rappers. That's how he made money and sell drugs. Yeah. This is back in the bad days in New York. But anyway, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like it deteriorates, bro. It's just like everything else, man. It's only a few actors that can still act, like Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying, could be 57,000 years old. Now they're using face technology to make them look young because they can still
younger,
act their fucking ass off and shit. Right. Like that shit is rarefied air. That's really what it should be called. So that's the reason why. And that verse by Wayne was fine, but the flow's fucked up. Something's always missing. It's never perfect, bro. It's just never perfect. It's never perfect. And it happens to us all, man. It happens to everybody.
And it was a bad flow for that beat. It was a bad, because even I think he had like the second or third verse, and the beat is so mellow and just it's a boom bap. But then like I was just so surprised when he came on there because I was waiting to hear from him.
Why are you on?
Then he was just like, I'm like, oh no, hold up.
Why are you rapping like this, bro?
Yeah.
Then you hear what he was saying. His nigga is dropping heat, but relevant heat. Like this wasn't like the bars was like, nigga. But when you, I remember I heard that song. I know that song because I like that album, and it's just like, ugh. What the fuck is you doing? And Ross was no better. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yo, Ross wasn't bad. Like
at least but he sounded like he belonged on the song.
Exactly. There you go. So even I don't think it was a whack verse by Ross by any means, but he came correct. Shit.
He ain't say shit on it. If you listen to what he said, he didn't say anything. But he was flowing on it. He was doing his Ross thing. They both two big niggas, so it just matched perfect. You got this little pea head nigga, all these tattoos and big ass dreads. I was just like, ugh, skip. I had to go to the next one. So, I mean, and when you hear the story, the way that song came together, they was doing like a podcast or something, and like Lil Wayne was like, yeah, let me know if you need something, and Conway was like, shit, I'm about to send you something right now, and he sent tear gas to him, and he said him and Rick Ross was just doing some freestyle chill shit on there. And then when Lil Wayne got on, he was like, well shit, I gotta put this on the album now because it's Wayne and Ross, like this is some classic shit. But it's not like the best verses that they ever spit. And imagine if Conway came to him and was like, yo, your verse is insane, can you please change the cadence for me?
That's another thing too, man. Like, why can't you do that? Why can't you do that?
Because if you say something like that, the way that niggas is so sensitive in real life, he ain't gonna never like get like certain things from Wayne ever again. And it's fucked up to say that, bro, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Like, imagine somebody came on our platform to come do a podcast with us, or we went to go do somebody else's podcast, which is a better example, right? And they was just like, yeah, you know, that's cool and everything, but Fearless, when you talk for only a minute and then shut the fuck up. And Wayne, when you only talk for 30 seconds and shut the fuck up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and reply. Like we was on like some old TV show type shit. You'll be sitting there like, nigga, what the fuck you mean, nigga? Let me get my flow. I can't get my flow like that. But you might not say nothing because it might be like, oh, all right, this is your shit. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But I bet you when that nigga call again, you ain't gonna never pick up the phone. We ain't gonna fuck with that nigga again. We're like, this nigga on some weird shit, bro. See what I'm saying?
Real.
So that's exactly how it is. And trust me, Conway want a Wayne verse. he wanna go on tour with Lil Wayne. Like, this nigga's a legend. So it's like, fuck that. And Wayne know everybody. Wayne knows every rapper. So, you know, like, yeah, I did it.
Take it.
Sometimes it's what it is. It's the business. You gotta be like, I'll take that shit, and you know, I take it. Whatever. I ain't gonna say nothing. That's how it is. Like, last story, real quick. This nigga I know from Delaware, he had got a verse from Hell Rell. I don't know if y'all remember Hell Rell, but Hell Rell was signed with Dipset, and Hell Rell gave him a verse that he had already spit on a mixtape.
So what did he do?
He was supposed to. He ain't do shit.
He did he use it? The Hell Rell verse?
I don't remember if he used it or not, but there's nothing he could do.
Yeah. Man, that's wild, man. Fuck it. I would fucking like, yo, Hell Rell, my nigga. I would ask him like, yo, this is a reused verse. It's a little different.
You can say that. That's fine. He gonna be like, fuck you, nigga, and what you gonna do? My solution was, let's go get this nigga, but where are we gonna find this nigga at? What we gonna do? Drive up to Harlem looking for him?
Let's go get him and do what?
What you think?
For giving you a reuse, you go do that to the dude for giving you a reused verse? That's it?
If I pay you money for a service and you just
call
shit on my service,
my nigga?
Yes,
should
you can
just
call,
bro.
but you know I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Guess what? The nigga still had that verse. He ain't get a new verse, did he? He already got your money. Fuck you, nigga. For what? What you gonna do? I mean, and niggas is like that. Niggas is dirty, bro. Niggas is dirty. Niggas is like that. So you only got one or two options. Take it on the chin and be like it's part of the game, or go do something about it. Or you can diss them, but ain't nobody gonna listen to it because you a nobody anyway. So you just, you know what I mean? You just wasting your breath. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like, only thing you can do is catch that nigga later. On the flip side, that's the only thing you can do. And then you can step to him correctly once your shit is correct. But if your shit is correct and you trying to step on the nigga that's above you, you gotta handle that shit right. That's the art of war. That's my solution, was just go up there, find this nigga, and then we handle it on some person to person shit. But we gonna need guns and resources to do that, because he ain't gonna be by himself, and niggas ain't want to do that, and I respect it, because it's a lot. Niggas could die. So for, you know, and he paid this nigga, I forgot what it was back then, but I think it was like $2,500 or some shit. So it wasn't like an exuberant amount of money. So
still money though, my nigga. Yeah,
still money, but still, like, I remember that shit. I remember that shit vividly, and I was like, well, what we gonna do? Like, we gonna go up there? It's not that far of a drive, but I don't know where this nigga lives. So this is before like Twitter was popping. Like, niggas did not drop locations. So it was just like, I don't know. So anyway, my whole point is that rappers fall off. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, and it's sad that it happens, bro. So appreciate the ones that don't. Appreciate the Jay-Z's. Appreciate the Nas still dropping banging ass year-defining albums.
Right.
This Nas is, nigga, what's Nas?
How old is he?
60? Yeah.
Nah, the nigga
50s.
He like, yeah, I think he maybe 50, 49s or something like that. Yeah, let me check.
Let's be honest. Nas dropped. Yeah. So his album's number 6 on my list. Nas dropped albums better than 500,000 other rappers this year. He dropped the album better than all of them.
Yeah.
On his own record label. And he's been rapping since he was a baby. Hov ain't coming out with no album for fucking what? But if he did, I bet it'll be better than everybody's album that year. I bet. I could bet money. like for real. Like, I don't know who else would make a better album than him. Maybe if Pusha dropped or something. That's it. So, alright, man. You want to end it there, bro?
Yeah, man, we can go ahead and wrap it up, man. Y'all let us know what you think about it. If I'm wrong, that's fine. Let us know in the comments of any other rappers you think that may have fallen off, or you know, just think differently. You know, let us know about that as well.
Yeah, man. I personally feel like it's all about the type of songs you're making, and you just gotta make sure your shit is tight, and don't ever be afraid to ask people how your music sounds before you put it out to the masses. It's okay to check with people first, because something, they don't have to tell you it sucks. They can just be like, oh yeah, that's cool. It sucks. That's cool mean don't put that shit out. Keep that shit somewhere else. Nigga.
Cool means I mean nice to your ass, my nigga.
Yes, nigga. I ain't trying to hurt your little bitch ass feelings, nigga, because I know you a bitch ass nigga. So listen to what people saying. They ain't telling you the truth. They lying. So all right, y'all. Peace, man. We out.
All right, peace. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you again for listening to the YFM podcast. Please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you give us 5 stars, leave a comment, and let us know what you think about the latest episode. Also, you can follow us on Patreon and go ahead and help support the channel, support the podcast by going to patreon.com/YFM podcast. And you can pick up some merch at yfmmerch.com. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and peace. You feel me?